So I guess everybody realizes today's Memorial Day from some of the things you see up here on the stage in front of you, correct? Well, tomorrow's actually Memorial Day. Memorial Day is the final Monday in May of every year. And there's two different days that normally you see up here, Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And I always wonder why some people come up to me and ask, so what is Memorial Day? I guess I could tell you Memorial Day was, started in about 1868 after the Civil War in Waterloo, New York, where people would go and they would put flowers on the grave sites of the fallen Union soldiers. And then it spread across the country from there. I could tell you that tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Kinder Bible Church, there's going to be a Memorial Day service, and Pastor Paul's going to be giving a prayer there, and Colonel Ladner does a phenomenal service. But those are some of the formal things about what Memorial Day is. Well, Memorial Day is, it's a lot more than that. It's an intrinsic holiday. It's something that some people feel inside of them every day. And those are the Gold Star mothers, the wives that have lost somebody in combat and no longer have that loved one there next to them. This isn't about barbecues and 3-day weekends and paid time off from work. This is about remembering the people that paid that ultimate sacrifice, that laid down their life in defense of our country and their friends so we can be here today. Because we have to defend that right for religious freedom. And sometimes it's done by a rifle. And this symbol that we see here before us is the battlefield cross. The battlefield cross is something that's at every military memorial to symbolize the last life given. That service member's rifle, their helmet, their dog tags, and their boots that are no longer filled. Okay? That battlefield cross is that cross that that individual bared there at the end for their friends, for their loved ones, and for their country. And one of the other testaments of Memorial Day, and at any military funeral, also for law enforcement, for firefighters, is that final roll call. That final roll call is that time that we remember that all service members will be accounted for, and none will be forgotten. Now, not everybody has ever been to a military funeral and realized just how much Memorial Day sets aside all those other holidays like Labor Day and Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. But it pierces the hearts of many people every day of their lives and not just on Memorial Day. So today we're going to do our final roll call. And we're going to remember the loved ones that have fallen, not only in combat, but service members that have given their lives for our country and are no longer with us. Now, while we do this roll call, please remain seated. If you feel moved to, at the end we're going to play taps. Okay? You can rise at that time. Attention for roll. Chief Master Sergeant Savant, U.S. Air Force.
Here, sir.
Specialist Edson, U.S. Army.
Here, sir.
Gunnery Sergeant Fontenot, United States Marine Corps.
Here, sir.
Sergeant Cole. Sergeant Timothy Cole. Staff Sergeant William Mannion. First Lieutenant Rosalind Schulte. Corporal Matthew Richard. Captain Matthew Freeman. Corporal Riley Payne. Corporal Ryan Payne. Lance Corporal Jeremy Burris. Lieutenant Colonel Mark Stratton. Major Kevin Jeanreet. Private Second Class Michael Freeman. Sergeant Ricky Mojo Jones. Specialist Justin Hanna. Staff Sergeant Carlos Robinson. First Lieutenant Douglas Burnett. Specialist PFC Jim Ritter. Heward Furman. Alan Kavanaugh. Tech 5 Alvin Romero. PFC Elsie Adair and Robert Adair. Curtis Pelican. Sergeant James Mercer. Chief Petty Officer Joseph Fontenot. Sergeant First Class Peter Tressett. Chief Petty Officer James Savant. Tech Sergeant Lud Savant. Staff Sergeant Ellis Savant. Tech Sergeant Frank Savant. Corporal Elsie Savant. Brent Andropon. First Lieutenant Andreas Zermenio.